What? Oh,
We prepared
Yeah.
that before.
okay. Good evening. Welcome to the East Rockaway Board of Education meeting. We're going to have a call to order. I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7:01 p.m. on Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Can you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, you were supposed to say, everybody, in case you're not aware, we have a new student board member of the Board of Education, Sophia Furkoff. And to handle new business is Mr. DiSamosa.
That's me. Okay. First, I'd like to thank our very own, I don't see him here, Mr. Jimmy Flores for $703 donation. I'd also like to thank the New York Elks Club and also for all those involved in a new scholarship, which is the Danny Zell Memorial Scholarship, where we'll recognize students in the music department. I'm going to do something a little different tonight. I'm going to introduce the new staff. So I just want to make note that on Superintendent's Conference Day, August 28th, I recognize the entire staff, not just the instructional staff that I'm recognizing tonight, because I believe everybody from in every position in this building has an impact on our students and their student lives. But for tonight, to be expedient about it, tonight I'm just going to introduce our instructional staff. So what I'd like them to do, when I call your name, please stand. And then after I call your name, at the end, we'll take a quick picture of everybody. This is your moment of fame, as I said before. You get another moment of fame. And then after that, what we'd like to do is we'll have a quick 10-minute break. We have cookies and water out in the back, so the Board of Education can introduce themselves and to get to meet some of the new staff members and to mingle for a few minutes. Then we'll come back in and we will have our regular Board of Education meeting, starting with a presentation on the strategic plan. So with that being said, we have a new position, a Director of Humanities, K through 12, Kristen Anisis. Please stand. At the high school, we have several new staff members joining the East Rockaway family. We have Jennifer Belfiore, Science Chairperson. We have Phil Young, Physics Teacher. Alexandra Patrica, Chemistry Teacher. And yes, we hired her sister, Darla Patrica, for a math leave replacement. Adrian Rodriguez, World Language Teacher, Spanish. Owen Vale, Special Education Teacher. Brooke DiGiulio, Special Education Teacher. And Patrick Hopkins, Art Teacher, Short-Term Substitute. At Center Avenue, we have Kristen Padalano, Psychologist. And in a new position, Casey Wise, Elementary Math Specialist. At Rame Avenue, we have one new teaching assistant joining us. That's Brooke Golston. And at both elementary schools, we have a new guidance counselor, Lindsay Maleska. And last but not least, the district-wide position in E&L, that's Amy Dinoff. Okay, so at this moment, We're going to celebrate and welcome them to the East Rockaway family. So we're going to take a quick, let's say 10-minute break. There are cookies and water out back. I want to give the Board of Education a chance to meet the new staff. So we'll take a break and be back. Okay? Thank you. Before all the new staff, before you indulge in the new cookies and water, can you please come to the front so we can get a picture for you? Thank you.
I stepped on the wire that she told me to watch out for.
Okay, yeah, one thing. Don't step on that wire.
Oh, what is it?
Presentation, so try to avoid that.
Yep.
Where is the
I'll just
wire?
stand over here. This wire right here.
Let them take their picture first.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to join them for the picture? Come on.
No, let them take the
No, get
picture.
in there. Get in there.
We're in this picture?
Joe, I
There's
want you
so
guys
many
in this
of them.
picture, yeah. That's fine.
I
You
don't
can
know
make
if
two
you
rows,
I have
a
to
front
read.
row staggered, in front of the row behind, so you're not walking ahead.
Let's get the board in.
I'll make sure it's safer. Yeah, I might.
Wait, we have one more. We have one more.
Ready?
Was that also? It's another social. Can you do this? I don't know. Yeah. the buttons.
It's gonna be fun.
No.
You can't hear with the guitar in front of hundreds of
Okay. All right, I'm done. I don't want to socialize anymore. How are you, Sean? My, enough socializing for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody seems happy. I can't believe we're back to school. This is like, I know, you and me both.
Mm-hmm.
It went quick. I just said to Frank Altamont, I said, I feel like we would just have graduation. Oh wow! And it's over. How's she liking? Good for her.
Where does
Oh,
your daughter
you
go
did.
to college?
Goes too fast. Too fast.
Oh my gosh.
They'll come back. You'll see. They all stop back somehow. How's your kids doing, Sean? They're doing. It's a stressful. Okay, okay, okay. Go anywhere. Do you think you'll go away? Okay. That's going to be a rough one. That's going to be a rough one. Okay. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Think you'll go far? Okay. Okay. That's a little far. I see 3 is like a good, because you could get there and back in one day. Yeah. Yep, you could go for a weekend. Hopefully, he'll think, what does he want to do? Does he have any idea? Okay. Hey, listen, that's a major no. That's a major no. Okay.
I'm gonna do it on purpose.
Yes.
Do I have to reconvene with the time or we just start?
Well, I mean, a lot of kids don't know that it's the one until, And you know what? If it's not the one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started.
College, his son's. Future wife. What?
It's a sad day.
No. Isn't it
Columbus.
Columbus is Monday?
No, but they doing the meeting Wednesday. They just
Right.
they had a meeting after a day off.
Yeah.
Purposely, like, look at how, like, when Monday's a
It's
holiday,
rough getting rid of that stuff.
No.
Okay, before I get started, how about a nice warm welcome to our new staff members? So this year, we opened our Superintendent's Conference Day with a simple but powerful theme. And tonight, I will be sharing that with you. Now, for some of the staff members, some of the videos and things you'll see is a repeat. But I feel it's incredibly important. You know, as an administrator, we analyze data, we look at statistics, and we try to match it to the strategic plan and measure ourselves to see how we're doing, which is very important, no doubt. But tonight, what you're going to see is the informal data, our end product. You're going to see some of our alumni who are doing terrific, who got a great foundation at East Rockaway. You're going to see a year in review, and we're going to talk about how every one of our staff members, and including the people here tonight, have an opportunity to change the world. That's the beautiful thing about being an educator. Every day, we get to change the world. So with that being said, the theme tonight is If I Could Change the World. It's actually a song by Eric Clapton. One day over the summer, I thought, wow, this is powerful. I think I want to bring this to the staff. So the lyrics set the tone because in education, as I said, every single one of us has to do exactly that. Not someday, but today, including all the people sitting here tonight. As I told our staff, you don't need a superhero cape. You don't need a magic wand. All you need is the belief that the time you spend with students, the words you choose, the patience you demonstrate, and the enthusiasm that you bring, that is the change. So please enjoy the year in review slideshow for the 24-25 school year and see firsthand how our teachers, administrators, and staff poured their heart into this year to change a student's world, which correlates to all aspects of our strategic plan. And if you're familiar with it, we have 4 pillars: achievement, opportunity, connection, and innovation. So sit back and enjoy the show for a minute.
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shining on my heart, so you could see the truth. And this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I will be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. I'd have it no other way. And our love world, this kingdom we have made, till then I'd be a fool, wishing for the day that I can change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. I could change the world. I would be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world. Baby, if I could change the world.
I'm incredibly proud of our accomplishments last year, and many of the staff members here, in fact, all of them, had the opportunity to change the world last year, and that's the vision. That's what we saw. So next, part of the superintendent's conference day, I wanted to find a way to inspire the staff. So I brought in some student and alumni testimonials that you're about to see, which in my survey that I put out yesterday seemed to be the most impactful part of the superintendent's conference day. Now, it was originally created for the teachers and the staff, but I felt it was really important that the Board of Education and our community see, because they represent the end product of our work. These stories bring our strategic plan to life. They're showing how we have shaped lives, not only successful in the classroom, but also successful careers and meaningful contributions in the world beyond our schools. And you will see that. Our students are not only learning, they're being prepared for life. And these voices from the past and present affirm the East Rockaway graduates leave us ready to make their mark on the world. I know you're going to recognize some familiar faces, enjoy their stories, and have a good laugh. So at this point, we'll show you what I showed the staff on Superintendent's Conference Day, our student and alumni testimonials.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Cesar Munoz here, proud member of the class of 2007. Very fortunate to be speaking to you all today, just given how instrumental of a role East Rockaway High School and some of you in the room played in my life and making me the person that I am today. For those of you that don't know me, or as a reminder for those of you that do, I showed up to East Rockaway High School in 9th grade, having just moved from Hewlett. As you can imagine, pretty tough year to have to transition to a new school and build new friendships. And in my head, I was like, you know what, I'll rely on something that was very important to me, and that was sports, to help that transition. And I joined the football team, and I think it was day 2 or day 3 football practice, and I said something or did something that got me kicked off the football team. So I was at a pretty low point, and fortunately, some of you in the room sat me down, talked some sense into me, and I got an opportunity to join the team again. And as they say, the rest is history, because over the next 4 years, so many of you, including DiTomaso, Coach Pager, Coach Vito, Mr. Crowley, Ms. Mignella, Mr. Rin, and countless other teachers just taught me such valuable life lessons, and taught me how to dream big and set goals, and most importantly, how to work hard every day to achieve those goals. And in 2007, I was fortunate to graduate East Rockaway with a lacrosse scholarship to go play Division I lacrosse at Lafayette College, where I also met my wife. And then I went on to Brooklyn Law School, and now I'm a corporate lawyer here in New York City. I stay in touch with so many of you in the room, and some of my best friends are from East Rockaway High School. And I really don't think that any of this could be possible if it wasn't for the foundation blocks that I picked up at East Rockaway High School from so many of you. So just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm so grateful for everything you do. I know this is just my story, and you guys do this for hundreds of other students each year. So could not be more thankful. Want to wish you all the best of luck at this upcoming school year, and I hope to see you around, whether it's at alumni games or around town. Thanks again.
Hello, my name is Charlotte Webster, and I'm entering my senior year at East Rockaway High School. During my time at East Rockaway, I have faced many challenges, some socially, some academically, and some athletically. There have been many times where I needed guidance or encouragement from people other than my fellow students. There are many staff members within this school whom I'm sincerely grateful for, as they have shaped my high school experience in a very positive way. Not only have they inspired me to work hard and push myself to succeed, they've turned me into the person I am today. As some of you may know, I'm involved in the school's community in many ways. That being said, it has caused me to learn time management and self-discipline. When I graduate from East Rockaway High School, not only will I have memories with friends and teammates, I will also have the skills needed to succeed, which were implemented by the incredible staff. The staff at East Rockaway High School are much more than their title suggests. They are the people who give me a smile on a bad day, the people who give me advice when I'm not sure which way to turn, and most importantly, they are the role models that extend far beyond the classroom. I will graduate less than a year from now, and I will always remember the lasting impact that this community has had on me.
Hello, I'm Deputy Chief Billy Glenn. I'm the commanding officer of the NYPD's newly formed Quality of Life Division, and I'm also a proud graduate of East Rockaway High School, class of 1999. As you all know, East Rockaway is a special place, and East Rockaway High School is staffed by some very special faculty. I had the privilege of being taught by a core group of teachers during my time at the high school that were very influential in my development going forward. Mary Rosanos was my favorite math teacher, and she's currently my favorite mother-in-law. She taught me the value of kindness and patience and really going the extra mile with an individual like myself who needed that extra tutoring, the extra help to get over that hump to pass the Regents. So thank you for that. Coach Russ Pager. Coach Pager taught me the value of keeping my composure when things weren't going my way and our way out on that football field in the late 90s, which was often, as Russ, I'm sure you remember. Dan Vito, Coach Vito taught me the value of grit and toughness and sheer determination, and that through willpower alone, if we set our mind to a goal, we can accomplish that despite the odds being against us. Joe Lores taught me that, bottom line, I'm not very special, and I'm going to have to work hard for everything that comes my way. I'm going to have to earn it, and if it came without any hard work and if it came too easily, it probably wasn't worth anything at all. Chuck McAnella and Madeline Providente, they taught me the value of stepping out of my comfort zone, of getting up there on the stage in front of 200 of my peers and faculty and singing on that Rock Rivalry stage, even though I had absolutely no business doing so. James DiTomaso. James taught me the value of higher education, pursuing higher education to open up doors and set the stage for success down the road. I want to thank each and every one of those teachers. I want to thank each and every one of you for doing what you do every day. Never lose sight of the influence that you have on the students in your classroom and the impact you have in their lives down the road. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Good morning, East Rockaway teachers and staff. I'm Richie Hess, and a proud graduate of Center Avenue in 1976 and at East Rockaway High School in 1982. I'm here this morning to share with you about the positive impact my fifth grade teacher, Mr. Harry Reese, had on me. I connected with Mr. Reese immediately as a student in his class because we shared the same passion for sports. At our parent-teacher conference, my parents had a concern that I wasn't reading enough on my own free time. Mr. Reese said, "I'll guarantee Richard will read more," and suggested to my parents that they purchase me subscriptions to the Sporting News and Baseball Digest. Well, he was right. My parents purchased the subscriptions, I read the articles, and had meaningful discussions with Mr. Reese. We even did the crossword puzzle together in Baseball Digest. Mr. Reese was a wonderful man, and I have vivid memories of him 51 years later, and he will never be forgotten. Mr. Reese retired after the 1979 school year and had a fruitful retirement in Maine until his passing in his 93rd year in 2016. Here's how times have changed. Beginning in fourth grade, we were permitted to go out for lunch at the Center Avenue School. Mr. Reese would give me a $1 bill, and I would go to the corner stationery store across from St. Raymond's and get him Bond Street pipe tobacco, a Hershey bar, and a candy bar for me, all for $1 back in 1975. Here's a Snapple fun fact for you about Mr. Reese. He was a multi-sport athlete at Yale University, playing football and baseball, and was baseball teammates with President George Bush in 1946, when President Bush was the starting first baseman, and Mr. Reese was the starting left fielder. I'll be 61 in October, and I think of Mr. Reese often because he was such a genuine and caring man. As the new year begins for you, I hope you all have a healthy and productive school year and that you'll be the next Mr. Reese making positive impacts on your students. Go Rocks!
Hi, my name is Brooke DeGiulio, and I graduated from East Rockaway High School in 2019. East Rockaway has shaped me into the person that I am today. As a student at both the elementary and the high school level, I had many teachers who not only supported me academically, but also inspired me to become an educator. Many of them became role models who showed me what it means to care for a child and how to make a difference in their everyday life. I am so fortunate enough to be able to call these people not only my coworkers, but also my friends. As I start my career here as a special education teacher, my goal is to be able to give back, to be the same kind of teacher who makes a lasting impact, just as so many did for me.
My name is Rebecca Larson. I'm an East Rockaway class of 2024 graduate, and I'm also a student at St. Thomas Aquinas College for early childhood education with a master's in special ed. East Rockaway had inspired me to become a teacher through all the interactions I had had at my time in East Rockaway. With teachers like Ms. Horvath, Ms. Perrone, Mr. Gomez, and Ms. Matthews, who at the end of the day ensured I understood their lesson. As a student, that made me feel seen and heard. And with Ms. Crowley's life skills class, that's what inspired me to pursue my master's in special education. And now in being faculty at Raymond Avenue, I get to learn constantly from all the faculty members at Ream Avenue about my early childhood and childhood education. And I hope that one day I can foster the same environment that East Rockaway has of wisdom, empathy, respect, optimism, compassion, and kindness that each faculty member has represented throughout my time in East Rockaway. And East Rockaway has really taken once a rock, always a rock to heart. And I hope one day I can ensure that environment in my classroom.
So as you can see and imagine, these testimonials left an impression on our staff, on me, on everybody who was in the auditorium that day, because that is our end product. Those are people who are educated by the people sitting right here in this auditorium, and they did a fantastic job helping set the course for their lives. You know, Cesar Munoz, I don't know if you picked it up, but he met his wife at Lafayette College where he went. You know, Richie Hess, you know, had a very funny story about his fourth grade teacher. You know, we have people in positions of Cesar's an attorney and a corporate attorney in New York City. You saw his office out there. Billy Glynn is, you know, like second in command in the New York City Police Department. Those are all things the teachers here did. You know, and that data doesn't often get measured and looked at, but that is incredibly important because that's the goal. The goal is that. So the last thing I want to talk about quickly is the last activity I did on that day was a STAR activity. And what I had is, you can see the STAR board up here. I had every staff member, they wrote down one way that they will change a student's world at East Rockaway. And we gave them a little break and they pinned them up on the board. This is just a high school board, but we had one for Raymond Center. And as you can see on this board, there's a number of different things that they wrote about. So what I did is I meshed them all together and I came up with a summary for each school. And then I meshed them together even further to come up with 6 things that really represent East Rockaway District. So first, at Center Avenue, some of their indicators, I have 6 of them were kindness and compassion. Kindness and compassion, smiles and positivity, building connections, instilling confidence, ensuring safety, and fostering academic growth. So that's what the flavor was at Center Avenue. At Rame Avenue, the staff committed to welcoming every child, listening and understanding, spreading kindness, building perseverance, celebrating growth, and strengthening academic skills. And at the junior senior high school, the themes included positivity, trust and safety, listening and advocating, building confidence, mentoring, preparing students with academic and life skills, and promoting equity and diversity. So I took the 3 buildings, meshed them together, and we came up with 6 district-wide themes. They are kindness and compassion, smiles and positivity, listening and connections, confidence and belief, safety and support, and inspiration and growth. I was proud of that activity. I was incredibly proud. The staff took it seriously, and the staff really, really gave me some good feedback on what the flavor of the schools are. So how about a nice round of applause for all the staff members who participated in that. So what I'll say is that this activity proved something important. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. That's Margaret Mead's words, which came alive in for our staff. Those commitments now hang on the boards in each school. So as the kids entered school each day on the first day, and I believe they're still there, this board was right in the main hallway, and the same for Center and Rame Avenue. As we remind everybody, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. That was said by Nelson Mandela. And here in East Rockaway, we see that power every day. in small acts that add up to a lifetime of impact. So as we begin this new year, we carry forward one unifying message. One, whether you're teaching, mentoring, comforting, maintaining our schools, or simply showing up with kindness, showing up with kindness. Sorry, I lost my spot. My apology. I'm going to go back. So showing up with kindness, our staff is changing the world. One child, one moment, one relationship at a time. That is the spirit of East Rockaway. That is the spirit I am hoping to build here. And this is our strategic plan in full action. So, and that is how we will continue to make a difference for every student every day. So I want you to see the staff and the teachers in this photo who will change the world for the kids in the East Rockaway School District. And get ready, and there they are. Thank you very much. At this time, does the board have any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, ready for the meeting? Here we go. Okay, so this is a historical moment. This is the first Student Board of Education report. So how about a nice hand for Sophia Furkoff? You ready?
Yeah.
All right, pull that microphone a little closer and you're all set.
All right. For my first student report, I'll be introducing recent achievements under the 4 pillars: opportunity, innovation, connection, and achievement. Over at the elementary school, back to school night was held, giving parents a chance to meet teachers, build early relationships, and share messages of encouragement. Beginning of the year testing, including through iReady and M-Class assessments, are helping to identify student needs in the elementary schools. They also had Patriot Day activities, Remembrance for 9/11, that helped younger students connect through kindness, empathy, and building stronger student connection. Over in the high school, the Rockbrook PBIS reward system, which recognizes students for good behavior and academic success, has been moved online. Students can now redeem rewards digitally, making process more efficient and motivating. High school's no phone policy has reduced distractions, leading to better focus and increased student collaboration in high school classrooms. Overall, the school year is off to a great start with strong family engagement, early assessments guiding instruction, and a focus on positive behavior and respect. Students are adjusting well, setting the stage for a successful school year ahead. Thank you. Good job.
Okay, Sophia, here's the hard part. Board, do you have any questions for Sophia?
I do not.
I did not either. I think you did a great job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So now we're going to move on to the public comment on agenda items. If you are viewing the live stream of tonight's meeting and you have questions regarding items on the agenda or other school-related items, you can email them to our email at boardofelucation@eastrockawayschools.org. I also want to remind you that most concerns are appropriately addressed with your child's teacher and/or building principal. Other general district questions should be directed to Mr. DiTomosa, our superintendent. Matters involving curriculum and instruction should be addressed to Mr. Murray, and matters involving budget and facilities should be directed to Mr. Van Wert. If you need technological assistance or have issues with the device, please reach out to Mrs. McClellan. Anyone who is attending in person, if you would like to make any comments, please complete a comment card. Were there any filled out?
No comments? Okay.
So at this time, are there any comments regarding tonight's agenda items? Anyone? Okay, so we're going to go on to the approval of the minutes. Are there any questions regarding the minutes from the regular meeting on August 19th and the special meeting on August 26th, 2025?
No.
No.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of the agenda items 1G?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Lupo motioned and Mr. Laura second. All in favor? So moved. Acknowledgement of monthly reports and correspondence. Receipt of monthly financial reports of June 2025. Correspondences, we've received one email. And consent agenda. Moving on to make a motion to create and accept consent agenda. Can I have a motion to create a consent agenda with the following items? Recommendation of superintendent's personnel schedule items 4A through H. Other items 5A through E. Approval of CSE and CPSE recommendations 6A. Budget transfers 7A. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
A motion by Mr. Lawrence. Second. Second by Mrs. Lonigan. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Motion
Mr.
approved.
President.
Accept the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to accept the items on the consent agenda? Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Lonigan.
Second.
Second by Mr. Lawrence. All in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Motion approved. Policy matters. Policy subcommittee report. Policies for review. We have 7 policies for review listed on tonight's agenda. Reports. Superintendent's meeting. You already did your report, right? Superintendent's report. That was what you did. We went out of order, correct?
We did, but I do have other
Okay,
things to
so
share. I do have other things.
go ahead.
Thank you. We do have 2 staff members here from Center Avenue that I failed to recognize who were working in the district, but in different positions, and were not here for superintendent's conference, the first board meeting last year. So I'd like to represent, and please stand up, Marina Drevniak, TA over at Center Avenue. And Lauren Bowl, who's here as a permanent sub. 2 fantastic alumni, so welcome back and thank you. Okay, I'll be quick. Remembering September 11th, I had the opportunity to be a part of all 3 ceremonies at the high school. The morning announcements and an announcement by Mr. Schaefer was shared with the staff, reminding us that we should never forget. And also in the social studies classes, there were lessons that were done individually by the classroom teachers. At Center Avenue, Mrs. Kelly had a Patriot Day when we assembled outside in front of the school. Mrs. Kelly shared some very touching words. The students also created a chain and made connections as we said the Pledge of Allegiance. That was very touching. And then later in the day, I had a chance to visit Rame Avenue, where they held a ceremony of remembrance. Alexis Frudenberg organized that outside assembly where every single student wrote a link in the chain, and it symbolized how people across the country came together in solidarity on September 11th. I'm incredibly proud of the school community for their activities and recognition of this. These meaningful activities were thoughtful, and we'll continue the tradition in honor of remembering those who we lost on that tragedy in September 11th. In the area of achievement, Center Avenue schools had an incredible first and second week. Teachers engaged with students on building routines and sharing expectations for the school, as they do most years. Teachers and students engaged in the beginning of the year assessments as well. I think Sophia mentioned that in our iReady assessments and others. Junior Mary Lysandra was named the College Board Big Future Ambassador. This honor recognized Mary as a peer leader who goes out of her way to share college and career resources with her classmates. East Rockaway High School is breaking records. They're pleased to share that 57 students were named AP Scholars during the 24-25 school year. This is a new record. Of the 57 AP Scholars, 24 were with distinction and 6 with honors. In addition, 12 students from the class of 2026 have already earned their AP Capstone Diploma, with another 5 eligible. So that's potentially 17 students who are receiving an AP Capstone Diploma, meaning they scored 3 or higher on 5 AP courses, including a 3 or higher in the seminar course and the research course. I brought this program in several years ago, and I couldn't be prouder of how the high school is championing it. They're doing a great job. In grade 7, algebra enrichment students will continue participating in the first math activities this year. We are currently preparing for preliminary math round, which could qualify us to attend the FIM competition in Albany next May. In the area of opportunity, Center and Rame Avenue schools had their back-to-school nights. I was able to attend both. I was so happy to see so many parents and families engaged, and the teachers did a wonderful job there. Same for the high school. It was a packed auditorium, and in all my years here, I think 36 years, and being at back-to-school nights, I'm going to venture to guess, just my observation, that this was the attendance was the best this past year. Mathletes will continue this September at East Rockaway High School and will join Nassau County Interscholastic Math League. Mrs. Boccio has recruited 8 potential students for the middle school and high school. At Rame Avenue, the goal is to install help me out with this one, a Gaga. Did I say that right? A Gaga pit. And this came out of our Superintendent Student Advisory Council. That was one of the games the kids wanted. So it's great to see that they were promoted that, and then they see the action for them. So we're very excited that the Student Advisory Council is leading the way there. The school counseling and English departments have launched Future Fridays, giving seniors time during the school day to focus on post-secondary plans, with students balancing sports, clubs, jobs, and more. This in-school support helps ease the stress and support their mental health during the college and career planning. So thanks to Mr. Madden and our guidance counselors for that. The Social Studies Department is celebrating Constitution Day with a fun-building wide trivia activity for the students spanning the entire week. Students will have the opportunity to show their knowledge of the nation's history and our founding fathers. In the area of innovation, Center Avenue is exploring using one-to-one devices as well as classroom devices to see how they can be used to support learning. In Mr. Howard's Introduction to Engineering class, students quickly began with their hands-on work, as expected, and they have a challenge to construct a tower that can support a softball under various simulated wind speeds. In Miss Mia's 8th grade technology class, students have begun to familiarize themselves with Adobe Photoshop. I happened to pop into that class. The students were incredibly engaged. The Photoshop builds creativity, digital literacy, and critical thinking while preparing students with practical skills for school, personal projects, and future careers. Last in this area, Miss Mantle and the school counseling department is in collaboration with the art department, having launched a student art competition. One winning piece will be featured on the cover of the course selection guide, and the other on the college and career guide. Oh, sorry, I have one more in this area. In the Skills and Achievement classroom, Cafe 217 provides the opportunity for students to interact with the entire school community. It also provides the students with opportunities to connect the skills they are practicing in their pre-vocational classes for real-life situations. This year, we have implemented a new QR code system, which allows students to quickly take and record orders. So kudos to Ms. Crowley and all the staff members involved in Cafe 217. In the area of connection, students in Mr. Crowley's AP Environmental Science class have officially planted seeds emphasizing the importance of establishing independence and dependent variables. Students chose between beans of snow peas and are determined to assess their growth rates and function of fertilizer, sunlight, and/or water. Students in Miss Matthews' seventh grade science class strategize how to make static plastic cups move further across the table, emphasizing the importance of establishing independent and dependent variables. English classes are jumping right into WRITE, into the school year as teachers plan student-centered activities that focus on writing for personal expression and exploration of identity. And last but not least, the World Language Department is excited to announce a celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month beginning on September 15th. Throughout the month, the morning announcements will highlight these topics: an expression of week in Spanish, a variety of music from across Spanish-speaking world, and spotlight on important Hispanic figures and their contributions. That's it for the superintendent's report. Thank you.
Now let's go to Mr. Vincent on the tenure.
Nope.
Good and welfare.
Yeah, did you do
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Vincent Haley, the Assistant Superintendent of Special Education Personnel. So what we wanted to share with you tonight is something that will be an annual report that's shared at the September meeting at the start of each school year. And it's a list of all of the staff members who are eligible for tenure. We just want to be fully transparent with the school community. So I'm not going to read the full table, but I will share the names of the staff members who are eligible for tenure. We have 2 staff members who are eligible mid-year, and that is Alexis Frudenberg at Rame Avenue Elementary School and Kirsten Scalurcio at Center Avenue Elementary School. And then following a more traditional tenure schedule, we have Principal of Rame Avenue Elementary School, Jack Bixhorn, our mathematics chairperson, Christine Redden, our literacy coach, Danielle Schneider, and the following teachers at the junior senior high school: Michael Bovino, Shannon Conley, Noah Luff Weisberg, Rebecca Mantle, who's a school counselor, and Sanzina Mia.
Thank you, Mr. Healy.
So now, good and welfare. Congratulations to Renee Macchio and family on the birth of her grandchild, Connor William Kelly. Congratulations to Denise Cipriano on her daughter Alexandria's engagement to Matthew LaBarbera, both ER alumni. Condolences to Tina Leewald and family on the passing of her father-in-law, William Leewald. Condolences to Luann Sheridan and family on the passing of her mother-in-law, Rosemary Rappaciolo. Congratulations to Ashley Rosen and family on the birth of her son, Dylan John. Do we have any public comments?
Tonight?
Any board member comments?
Yeah, I'll just start and say, welcome all who's new to the district and the new positions. Looking forward to seeing everything you do.
I'll go. I just want to say thank you for all the donations from everyone that donated. I'd like to welcome the new staff. We are family, so welcome to the family. Sophia, thank you for joining our team. You're a great addition, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Mr. DiTomaso, love the presentation. Love to see all the old students and all the visuals, and that's something that is very nice to see and to hear, because I also feel the same way. I would like to take a moment and say thank you to everyone for remembering 9/11 and not forgetting. Feel that it's something that's extremely important for the students now to learn about it and not to forget. So a difficult day, and thank you for teaching our children what it's all about. And to the teachers and to the staff, I want to say thank you, because without you, we are just the building. So it's the people inside the building that make it important. So I know that your jobs can be difficult. I know that it's not the same every day. And I just want to say that it is very much appreciated. And to the presentations, and from being a former East Rockaway student and just listening to my own family, it's a special place. So it takes a village to do what we do, and just want to say thank you. And on those days that you have those really bad days, this is what I do. I get in the car and I just turn the radio up and I sing like a lunatic. So when you have those really bad days and you have that tough day, because we all have them, it's ups and downs, start jamming out. But thank you for always coming back and for keeping our students first and foremost at the top of your list. Thank you.
I wanted to say thank you all for being so welcoming. Welcome to the new staff. And I know there's a few faces in this room that have definitely helped shape my experience. And I thank you all. I know you all do your part for the students, and that's what I'm here for. So thank you.
I want to say welcome to all of you as well. And yes, you do make a big impact on all the children in East Rockaway. Thank you for that. Superintendent Conference Day seemed to be a success. The presentation was wonderful. Sophia, you rocked it. I'm looking forward to a very productive school year. And as always, please feel free to reach out to the board with any questions or concerns. We are here for you. Have a great night.
I agree with everything that you guys said. Welcome to all the new teachers, and I'm looking forward to a successful new year. So, all right, so that we're going to conclude tonight's board meeting. Can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting at 8:03 p.m.?
Motion.
Second.
Mr. Lupo, motion, Mr. Laura, second, all in favor?
Aye.
So moved, motion approved.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Wait. We're going to go into executive session following this meeting. A motion?
Motion.
Mr. Laura's motion,
Motion.
Ms. Lonigan motion. Motion approved.
Aye.
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 Good night, guys.
Good
All
night,
right.
Sophia. You did great.
It's harder than it looks.